Hello everyone, this is King Rector 11 and welcome to a video which I will showcase to you all of the new update notes for the new Winter 2025 DLC that's just released earlier today, a Safehouse in the Hills. Of course, I like to do videos like these just before I give my first impressions on the DLC when first logging in to GTA Online with the DLC installed. Just to give myself the idea of what to expect, as well as to give you guys all the information you may need or want to know that is new as of the new DLC for GTA Online. I might be a bit tired, so if I do stutter, please do forgive me. Besides that though, hope you guys find this video informative. Now, for my Steam, because I play it on PC through Steam, for Legacy it was 3.1 gigabytes big, but for enhanced versions it was 2.7 gigabytes big. Of course, it took about 2 minutes to update, which, yeah, when I love my internet. But now I don't know what to cut through all this information, so let me just read everything to you word by word. Hope you guys are okay with it. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be okay with reading it. But hearing me, as long as you don't have to read it yourself. Don't just use your ears without the eyes, Anyways. GTA Online, a Safehouse in the Hills, now available. Status is everything, and in GTA Online, a Safehouse in the Hills, you can now revel in your rightful position amongst the city's elite with a lavish new mansion property. Plus, cruise the streets in a fleet of new upscale vehicles that complement your new palace, disrupt plans for an autonomous surveillance state in a set of exciting new missions, or create your own adventures with the new Rockstar Mission Creator. Ooh, and so much more. Well, I can't wait to try this out. Time to blow up some AI and stuff. Impeccable manners. Pre-luxury real estate spared no expense on these modern architectural marvels, combining tasteful design and cutting-edge technology to elevate every touchpoint. Choose from 3 distinct locations in the most exclusive neighborhoods, each erected on a spacious plot with ample accommodations. Featuring the Richmond Villa, bridging Los Santos and Vinewood Hills, this sprawling residence grants you a luxurious double life of the kind only unelected officials could afford. Indulge in all the hedonism the city has to offer, and then retreat home for more self-indulgence, but this time in private and more heavily guarded. This was the mansion that destroyed my favorite shortcut in the game. I hate this mansion. Be more like more on the higher hill, maybe not there. Maybe cut your way into. Even then, I like the shortcut, and they got rid of it. The Tongva Estate. What oozes luxury more than neighboring the prestigious Marlowe Vineyard, situated in the Tongva Hills and overlooking the Pacific Ocean? Smell the fragrant aroma of this year's vintage and listen to the hypnotic sounds of lapping waves below. And finally, the Vinewood residence, probably the first one I'm gonna get. With stunning views of Los Santos, this magnificent hillside mansion allows you to bask in the proud heritage of the city, the rich landscape of the rolling hills, and the carcinogenic glow of the Vinewood sign. Honestly, with the view of the sign up there, doesn't look that bad, actually. Anyways, amenities galore. Beyond the prime locations and design, your new estate incorporates first-rate amenities to maximize your output and heighten your leisure time. Enter or exit your new home seamlessly by parking a personal vehicle in your expansive driveway, or take off and land from your private rooftop helipad with a complimentary mansion Volatus helicopter. The property also features a newly redesigned garage with space for 20 of your finest vehicles. The outdoor space is also enriched with a restorative yoga area and gym equipment to temporarily boost your stats, as well as a swimming pool and a hot tub. We finally have a gym we can use in GTA Online, like in San Andreas, for the first time in 13 years. Oh, holy shit. Plus, indulge in the ultimate in creature comforts by visiting the dog kennel outside or the cat bed in your living room to expand your family and add a nameable companion or two. Inside, a spacious office resides, complete with a master control terminal to remotely manage your businesses, and an in-house salon offers both a resident barber and tattoo artist. Ooh! Sheesh, okay. Also, what's the point of having a giant mansion without trophy cabinets to display your triumphs? Oh my goodness. Ooh. I can't contain my excitement anymore. Help me. Customize your palace. Explore a myriad of interior customization options to put your personal stamp on your forever home. Choose from several interior decorating styles and flex your taste level by adorning the property with stunning artwork and statues. Add a functional armory to customize your arsenal, an arcade filled with retro game cabinets, and an indoor car podium to show off the centerpiece of your vehicle collection. Oh, the car podium. On this week's vehicle podium that I'd like to feature is my Sultan RS. That sounds so fun. The Vehicle Workshop lets you customize rides, and GT Plus member, of course, gets the added benefit of adding House Special Works, Benny's Drift Tuning, Missile Lock on Jammer capability to eligible vehicles. Who cares? If defense is paramount, you can reduce the frequency of attacks and raids on businesses with a dedicated security team. Beyond roving the grounds and looking menacing, employment contract muscle on the home front, along with security upgrades on your businesses, can prevent raids entirely. Oh. I'm broken. Holy shoot. I'm 6 minutes in. I'm probably gonna make this a 50-minute video like I typically do with all the information I have. I'm just 6 minutes in. I'm wasting time saying this, but I'm already excited for this stuff. Holy crap. Finally, they did stuff that's good. Is it worth $10 million though? Maybe. Maybe. At your service, all pre-luxury properties feature our state-of-the-art concierge, an AI assistant. An AI assistant with one of 3 distinct personas, the latest in personal assistance and business service technology. This virtual servant seamlessly balances his role as butler, personal assistant, and local entrepreneur, whether that's delivering champagne, feeding you compliments, or reporting the weather. Oh, you can actually report the weather to me. Oh, thank you. That could definitely help me determine when it's going to rain so I can do faster time trials. It can also help you throw public or private mansion parties, initiate fast travel from the mansion to any of your owned properties, and boost production at any businesses with supply or product for 24 hours. Shit, dude. For a more detailed look at all the comforts and accoutrements a pre-luxury property has to offer, visit preluxuryrealestate.com. This stuff sounds so good. Is this for GTA Plus members or is this for everyone? Because if it's for everyone, that sounds so too good to be true. Anyways, before I start losing it on mic, why did I move here? Upon entry into the prestigious community of luxury homeowners, you'll be greeted by some familiar faces. Career criminal turned hotshot movie producer Michael DeSanta and his wife Amanda. Oh, they're still married. Congratulations. Who knows, Michael might even turn out to be a helpful ally in your hour of need. I'm glad to see Michael return in GTA Online. In GTA, really, but damn. Never expected that. I mean, it was to be expected. Like, people were asking for a Michael DLC, but to actually bring him back into the game, finally, it's amazing. It definitely ruins the story mode story for whoever decided to kill him, like, at the end of the game to finish GTA 5 story mode, but that's another story. And now let's move on to the cars, where I already see one that I love so much. Yeah, we have 4 that released for everyone, quite literally, well, almost. It's mostly for GT Plus members. They got the vehicle in the top left for 1 week early access, and everything else was just given to us, which honestly are respectable choices. I kind of like how the early GT 750 looks, pretty cool. The new Vista Extreme, whatever it may be, exhilarating, exceptional, extreme. I wonder what it could be based on, but I'll have to see how the rear looks. But anyways, moving on to the Sentinel XS4, if that's what I think it is. Oh, it looks like an M3. It's a 4-door version. Well, kind of, maybe. I could be wrong. It's a 4-door version. I mean, it's fine, but That car, I gotta look away, I'm sorry. That's probably gonna be my first investment when it comes to GTA Online, that's all. New vehicles. The Safehouse in the Hills introduces a slate of new top-of-the-line vehicles to GTA Line, including the futuristic new Fister Extreme, the throwback-inspired Ubermont Sentinel XS4. We have an XS, which is nice with the XS4. Maybe it's an M4. Maybe. That's what it could be based on because of the name, but anyway. And the retro-styled grotty GT750 Sports Classic. GT Plus members get early access this week to the sumptuous Vapid FMJ Mark V. Can't wait to purchase that. Oh gosh. Calm down. I'm fangirling over a car right now. No Way Out. Avi Schwartzman might be paranoid, but it looks like he's genuinely onto something this time. Self-driving vehicle startup No Way's using a fleet of autonomous SUVs to build a shadowy surveillance network. Help Avi put a stop to it by any means necessary in No Way Out. I'm surprised they put something like this super early into a DLC. It would be maybe a thing to release for March, but I guess they want to release it early as possible this time. Pretty interesting. Especially with the payout rewards from what I've heard about. Forced away into one of No Way's test pods to ruin their reputation, derail their plan to automate the LS train system, secure incriminating documents, escape questioning from the authorities, and deliver proof of their nefarious plot in this explosive— of course everything is explosive for Rockstar— story for 1 to 4 players with career progress bonuses and awards on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC Enhanced. Owning one of the pre-luxury properties is not required for a No Way Out. Just visit the payphone in Little Seoul to get started. Having a mansion will raise the stakes, however, and give you something worth defending. Oh, okay. Keep mankind's hands at 10 and 2 by successfully foiling No Way Out's plot as a leader to fulfill the weekly challenge and drive away with a boosted $400,000 bonus. You basically got quadruple money rewards for this week's weekly challenge, which is insane. Now here's some news on the new VIP program that Rockstar has released earlier in November. They state the following: if you qualify for the gold tier of the very important pre-program by completing all 3 new listings missions, log in now to claim your $2 million discount on any of pre-luxury real estate's management properties via their in-game website through January 7th. You have just less than a month. You also have the black Rockstar Varsity crewneck in your wardrobe, and if you want to keep warm and match your GTA Online character, check out the recently added Varsity collection at the Rockstar Games store. GTA Plus membership have its privileges on top of early access to the new and HSW upgradable Vapid FMJ Mark V supercar and an enhanced version of their mansion's vehicle workshop upgrade. GTA Plus members also get 50% off HSW upgrades. I guess this is permanent from here on out. Obviously just to increase the, chances of them making more money they don't deserve, just to fire more of their hardworking employees like they did earlier at the end of October for unionizing for better working conditions than to work 25/8 like a robot. Those poor guys. Anyways, the Vinery Club app also now includes a new Manage Staff Members option that allows GT Plus members to remotely give assignments to hangar, warehouse, and bail office staff. Players who own a residence equipped with a standard mansion vehicle workshop, who will later become GT Plus members, will automatically upgrade to the GTA Plus vehicle workshop. I assume for the time that you decide to subscribe until you decide to stop subscribing, then I guess it'll go back to normal. Create your own missions and more. We're also introducing the Rockstar Mission Creator, allowing anyone to design, build, and share their own missions using this brand new in-depth toolkit. Create your story, string together objectives, and bring your adventures to life. I should make missions for bus driving. I want to get paid for driving a bus, okay? Just leave me alone. Jump in and try it yourself by entering the pause menu in GTA Online, navigating to Online, then Rockstar Creator, then create a mission. Budding creators can find a set of 5 example missions to help them learn the ropes. Play them yourself by heading to Online Jobs, Play Job Rockstar Created, and Mission Creator content. Then open them in the Rockstar Creator to get to grips with making your own stealth sections, branching objectives, and more. We advise everyone to familiarize themselves with our community guidelines and look forward to checking out and featuring the best player-created missions in GTA Online soon. Nice. I wonder if these missions are actually going to be permanently kept the entire way through, or are they going to go on rotation like they did now between the combat and the racing series. Moving on though, a Safehouse in the Hills also features a new Getaway Driver random event, 4 new emotes for you to use out on patrol, like Tactical Salute, Baton Twirl, Wasn't Me, and Flash Badge, and Missile Lock-on Jammer capability for 50 additional vehicles, including non-weaponized aircraft. There's plenty to look forward to in the weeks and months ahead as well, including festive celebrations, more new vehicles, odd jobs and missions, along with seasonal adversary modes. And where is that vigilante related community challenge you guys spoke about last DLC that I mentioned in my previous video? What happened to that? Did they just forget about that idea? That's kind of sad though. PlayStation players can now play GTA Online without PlayStation Plus required. In this free play period, time with the DLC launch usually lasts 2 weeks, according to Tez 2. Now we go into Twitter news. Rockstar Games is also offering buy 2 months get 1 month free for the GTA Plus subscription from December 9th to January 6th. Which honestly is just even more of a way to scream for more microtransaction money that they don't deserve, that they're anyways going to use to fuel their idea that we genuinely respect the idea that they would continue delaying GTA 6 and firing more of their hardworking employees. But then again, that's your choice if you wish to subscribe or not. I can't stop you. Rockstar have updated free roam traffic with the no-wait taxis roaming around the streets of Los Santos, which is unique. The security upgrade can eliminate the risk entirely of your businesses being raided, as stated and snipped and even shown by Rockstar and other people, which is really cool actually. As expected, the mansion is an instance area where you enter and leave through the gate. That's respectable. You can fast travel and temporarily boost the production of any business you own through the mansion's services. Nice. The new mission creator is about to change GTA Online. Rockstar Games have absolutely gone above and beyond with this. Yeah, that's great. It lets you make up cutscenes, provides the ability to select any door Pacific standard included to unlock interiors, lets you remove world objects. Oh, that's great. You can buy all 3 mansions, by the way, to gain 20 new garage slots per mansion, totaling 36 or 30 with discounts, $1 million minimum. Nice. Thank goodness it's not a GTA Plus thing with all those slots that you now have available to you, which now I can finally purchase and put more vehicles in. It's crazy. Patch notes are live. I'm not going to go through them just yet. I'll go to them later. I'm just going to showcase to you right now, though, the issue preventing Xbox players from upgrading their digital Xbox 360 version of Red Dead Redemption to the Series X or S version has been resolved. And Rockstar support would like to thank you for your patience and to please keep on donating more money to their useless selves. Anyways, moving on, vehicles return to sale and can be upgraded with a missile lock-on jammer. Features all of those vehicles, which I will go over in a short moment. There's also these aircraft that cannot be upgraded inside an owned hangar aircraft workshop with a missile lock-on jammer upgrade. And they also fixed the Patrick McCreary's random event, where besides reading one of the replies where someone says you can now apparently help robbers once they robbed a shop in a random free mode event, the problem was the Patrick McCreary is now available by default to all players for use as a gunman in the casino heist, and his associated random event has been removed. I guess this is because of the random, police, the cruiser stinger bug where it just keeps randomly appearing, and you take the SUV, it just randomly appears for no reason, and you can't really do much with it. You just enter the vehicle and, well, that's it, I guess. So I guess they finally just completely removed that and gave everyone Patrick McCreary just as default now, which is a way to fix things, I guess, by simply scrapping an idea that was ideal at first, but I guess kind of just got more broken as the years progressed. I wouldn't be surprised that's what resulted in the combination with that causes the mantra bug, but I could be going another worlds right now. Moving on, No Way Out Career Progress Plague was previously called Sahara Surveillance. Sahara is a delivery and logistics company in GTA 6. And as to his opinion, he states, I imagine Rockstar may have planned a second part of this DLC that timed it with GTA 6's previously expected May 2026 launch, but changed course after the recent delay, perhaps turning that second part into a full-on DLC, or it may simply be cut content, which would be sad if it's the latter. Someone made a comment at the Faber phone call after Home Sweet Home, him saying he was interested in a No Way's pitch, Michael's lines about him. Everything looks like this was supposed to be the big final update before 6, but the delay made them split it into 2 updates, which is, I mean, respectable in its own sense. Too bad, but yeah. To receive the Home Sweet Home mission after completing all Avi missions, wait at least 5 minutes in free mode, make sure your HUD and radar aren't off, and stay a bit further away from your mansions if you own any of them. Rockstar has of course stated now until January 6th you can get your first 3 months of GTA Plus for the price of 2 on PS5 and PC. Only on PS5 and PC. Interesting. Join now to claim all these special benefits, access a selection of Rockstar Games titles in the GTA Plus games library, and much more. Great, I guess. As a fun fact, you will receive a text message from Miguel Madrazo when you purchase specifically the Richmond Villa, apparently. And Tez2 would just like to share something pretty interesting. Anyways, moving on. Seems like Michael missions are drip fed, but someone has replied, you have to complete all 5 Avi missions to unlock it. How do you do the Avi missions? You get a text message from an unknown number telling you to go to a payphone. The payphone will be listed with an A on the map. After answering it, Avi will send you a second text to go to another payphone, which initiates the first of 5 missions. You have to go to a new payphone after every mission to start the next one. These missions act like a mini heist, 4 regular missions, and then a finale that pays off $525,000 extra with the Elite Challenge, a $250,000 first time bonus, and $400,000 for the weekly challenge. Pretty interesting. Now, here is the patch notes for the official release for Enhanced and Legacy players for the official release of the new content. The Safehouse in the Hills update that adds new mansion properties, missions, and vehicles, as well as a new mission creator. For mansions, players can purchase 3 customizable mansion properties from the new pre-luxury real estate website, providing access to exclusive features. An AI assistant grants players the ability to temporarily increase the production speed of a chosen business, fast travel to all owned properties and businesses, and throw mansion parties. Players can choose from 3 distinct personalities for their AI assistant: Angel, Haviland, and OG. AI assistants can also be accessed in free mode via a new phone contact. The office contains a master control terminal, providing remote access to several owned business operations. Upper floors contain a media room, spa, cigar room, salon, and trophy cabinets, which allow players to display accomplished milestones and achievements. The exterior includes gym equipment and yoga mats, where players can build their strength and stamina to gain additional temporary stat bonuses, as well as a rooftop helipad for aerial entry and exit. Basement levels contain a garage with space for 20 vehicles, a private nightclub, and a personal vault containing all the cash the player currently has across their wallet and bank account. Both a cat and dog can be purchased, which will appear throughout the mansion. It's pretty interesting. They've also done this for Legacy, since there is no animals, really, for Legacy GT Online until now, I guess, which is pretty interesting, I would say. Additional security staff can be purchased, reducing the chance of owned businesses being raided or eliminating the risk entirely if the respective missed security upgrade has also been purchased. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. The following additional rooms can be purchased. Armory provides access to the Mark II weapon workshop, a range of weapons to purchase, and a gun rack to customize weapon loadouts. The arcade allows the player to place and play owned arcade cabinets. Vehicle podium displays a personal vehicle of the player's choice inside the mansion. Vehicle workshop allows the player to modify personal vehicles inside the mansion. GT Plus members also gain access to the same exclusive mod options granted inside the Vinewood Club garage, featuring HSW upgrades, bennies, and drift tuning upgrades as well. For No Way Out, players will be contacted by Avi Schwartzman, who has information on the new self-driving taxi company, No Way. These 5 new story missions come with new awards as well as career progress challenges. Career progress challenges can be completed on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced on PC. The new story missions can be played with 1 to 4 players. Getaway Driver Random Event. Players can aid in a robbery in progress to earn GTA money and RP. I guess that's when the crooks who just come out of a building after robbing a place for their money, that when you typically would shoot them to get the bag and you have 2 minutes to bring it back to the shop. I guess now you're able to, pick up these guys from these free mode events if you don't want to shoot them or kill them, which I guess gives you a choice to, in a more respectable manner, which is pretty interesting. Maybe it might give you a bigger wanna level for aiding and abetting, but still would be worth it at the end of the day, I personally believe. Vehicles. 5 new vehicles have been added. The Vapid FMJ Mark V with HSW upgrades for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and GTA 5 Enhanced only. This vehicle will be exclusively available to claim for GTA Plus members until December 18th, when it will be made available for general purchase. The Progen Luiva Supercar. This vehicle will be exclusively available to purchase for GT Plus members at the Vinewood Car Club until December 18th, when it will be made available for general purchase. Pretty interesting. Okay, 2 vehicles will be coming out next week. The Pfister Extreme, the Ubermatt Sentinel XS4, and Grody GT750 vehicles are also new for the DLC as of now. Now, the following vehicles are returning for general sale and can now be upgraded inside an owned agency mod shop with a missile lock-on jammer upgrade, featuring the BF Raptor, Bravado Gauntlet, Canis Buddy, Canis Mesa, Coil Brawler, Dubaki Massacro and Dubaki Massacro race car, Grody Cheetah, the LCC Hexer, Mammoth Patriot, Nagasaki Blazer, Pegasi Vaca, Ubermatt Sentinel, Vapid Bullet, the Vapid FMJ, Vapid Peyote Gazer, Winnie Easy Sport, and Western Bagger. The Vapid Bullet. Okay. Just yesterday, I was asking for a more customizable version of a Vapid Bullet. What I asked for was to be able to customize it to a more superior, more muscly, more tuned out Vapid Bullet. Not a Vapid Bullet returning for purchase just to be able to put missile lock-on jammer on it. Rockstar, come on. Anyways, moving on, the following vehicles can now be upgraded inside an owned agency mod shop with a missile lock-on jammer upgrade, which are not removed website vehicles but are still available to us now. We have the Albany Cavalcade XL, the Anis LG RH8, the Benefactor Shafter V12 and the armored variant, the Gallivanter Baller LELWB, the Karen Futo, the Lampadati Kubota, the Maibatsu Manches, the Nagasaki BF400, the Ocelot Ardon, the Benghazi Ignis, the Benghazi Pizza Boy, for whatever reason, the Benghazi Vortex, and the Ubermatt Niobe. The following aircraft can now be upgraded inside an owned hangar aircraft workshop with a missile lock-on jammer upgrade. The Buckingham Alpha Z1, the Buckingham Kanata non-weaponized, the Buckingham DH7 Iron Mule, the Howard NX25, the Luxor and the Luxor Deluxe, the Maverick, the Super Volito and Super Volito Carbon, Swift Deluxe, and Voladis, as well as the Western Bezra, Cargo Bob Jet Sam, and Dodo. New actions. 4 new actions have been added that players can perform via the interaction menu or quick play action button prompt, which I've gone over earlier in this video. Experience improvements. Several changes have been made to GT Line as part of this update. Players will now receive 500 measly dollars. Great, woo, in addition to existing RP for raiding content. Wow. $500. That literally gives you money back for dying once. Holy fucking shit. Boy, can I not wait to abuse this as a money-making method in GTA. I sound crazy now, let me move on. Vehicle websites now have a tab displaying some of the most popular vehicles from previous updates. Huh. Interesting, okay. Odd Jobs are now represented with cyan blips in free mode. Patrick McCreary is now available by default to all players for use as a gunman at Casino Heights, and his associated random event has been removed. Gunman Gustavo Moda's cut has been lowered to 8% for casino heists. Finally, I guess. It would honestly be stupid to believe that it's because of his cut that causes the man trap bug to take effect. The map blip options for odd jobs have been consolidated to allow all of them to be hidden and shown at once. The button prompt for exiting an active creator test has been updated to make it more difficult to exit accidentally, thank goodness. When using the override rotation in creators, the alignment setting world has been renamed to free rotation in line with the new mission creator. GT Plus updates. The Vinewood Club app can now remotely manage the staff members of owned properties to send them on jobs, featuring a hangar, warehouses, and bail office. GT Plus members that own a mansion with the vehicle workshop upgrade can make use of the same exclusive mod options granted inside the Vinewood Club garage, featuring the house special works upgrades, as well as Benny's and drift tuning upgrades as well. From Mission Creator, players can now create and publish their own missions in the new Mission Creator. A set of 5 example missions can be played and edited inside the creator to provide examples of how different mission types are achieved. For our fixes, a Safehouse in the Hills update brings a range of fixes to various issues, game stability and performance, fix multiple crashes and issues affecting stability in GTA 5, fix an issue that resulted in players experiencing long load times when changing sessions and entering properties. That's nothing you can fix, Rockstars, because modders keep breaking the sessions. The time you fix modding is the time that will actually be better. GT5 Enhanced has been updated to DLSS version 2.9.1, allowing the use of frame generation with VSync. Interesting. Matchmaking and networking. Fixed multiple issues that affected network stability in GT Online, and fixed an issue that resulted in players incorrectly entering bad sport only sessions. Thank goodness for that. For how long will it last? I have no idea. Modders might find a workaround to that, but I digress. For content, they fixed an issue that resulted in players dying unexpectedly during bunker resupply hack plane. Okay. Fixed an issue that resulted in several crates of cargo becoming inaccessible during special cargo source missions. Yeah, well, that was an interesting bug. There's like 240 of them that suddenly spawn on a blip, and you're like, where the hell is it? Where's the actual one? That would be great for them to actually have fixed that. Fix an issue that resulted in a hostile Avenger in Project Overthrow on Parade being excessively strong. That was actually an issue to you guys finally. Holy crap. Something that's game breaking got fixed finally. Anyways, fixed an issue that resulted in players not being awarded the Snowman outfit after collecting all Snowman collectibles. Finally, 2 years later. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to participate in the KO Perico series daily objective. Thanks for that. Fixed an issue that resulted in players seeing under the map during the closing cutscene of Tycoon ROI. Fixed an issue that resulted in some audio playback volume being too low during Tycoon ROI. Fix an issue that resulted in enemies remaining idle during Tycoon Mutual Funds. Fix an issue that resulted in button prompts being incorrect during the lock-picking section of Tycoon Liquid Market. Fixed an issue that resulted in players starting Tycoon Liquid Market at the wrong small business. Fix an issue that resulted in the final payment not being restored upon repairing the target vehicle during car wash customer cars. Fix an issue that resulted in players getting stuck after delivering the target vehicle during car wash customer cars. Thank goodness they didn't address the little glitch that I found with the car wash customer cars thing. Fix an issue that resulted in conquistador enemies taking more melee hits than intended before dying during KO Perico survival. Oh, finally you decide to fix that now when the mode isn't available to us. Oh, Rockstar. And they fixed an issue that resulted in zombies not moving after spawning during Ludendorff Cemetery survival. Oh, finally they fixed that. That was an issue? Never had that happen to me. They fixed an issue that resulted in the incoming missile proximity alarm not playing during Oscar Guzman flies again the Titan job. Fixed an issue that resulted in Oscar not flying the Velum at the start of Oscar Guzman flies again set up ammunition. Fix an issue that resulted in defenders getting stuck at the start of Assault on KO Perico. Thanks for that. Fix an issue that resulted in attackers being unable to respawn during Assault on KO Perico. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to leave the orbital cannon terminal during assault on ATT-16. Fixed an issue that resulted in spectators being wrongly kicked for idling during Keo Motor Wars. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to progress in the Brute Force file finale. I mean, it was kind of an issue, but I found a workaround to it. It's because you started it while you're in Fort Zancudo, which would have broken it. When you would still be able to progress, but you wouldn't be able to complete one of the side challenges. Unless there were players who were just not able to progress, then I have no idea how they managed to get so bad. Well, how the game managed to break so hard, in other words, but either way, glad it's fixed. Fixed an issue that resulted in players getting stuck when operating drones during arena war modes. Fixed an issue that resulted in players driving the incorrect vehicle at the end of VIP contract mission, Don't Frick with Dre. Well, that's interesting. Fixed an issue that resulted in enemy golf carts moving erratically during VIP contract mission on course. Fixed an issue that resulted in players having access to their own weapons when playing Short Trip OG Kush. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to progress during First Dose 4, Uncontrolled Substance. Fixed an issue that resulted in enemies endlessly appearing during Last Dose 1, This is an Intervention. Fixed an issue that resulted in enemies not moving during Last Dose 1, This is an Intervention. There's more fixes, by the way. They fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to progress during the Data Breaches finale. They fixed an issue that resulted in players getting stuck on a loading screen when trying to launch the Data Breaches Setup Dead Courier. Fixed an issue that resulted in players getting stuck on a black loading screen when completing Nightclub Cell Mission Undercover Cops. That's cool. Glad they fixed that. Fixed an issue that resulted in multiple interface elements overlapping when playing Special Cargo Source missions. Yeah, that was interesting. Anyways, I've seen that happen many times, and I was like, is that normal? Is that legal? Fixed an issue that resulted in players receiving a blank email from Mod after completing a bounty target. They got that? Oh damn. Fixed an issue that resulted in Rashkovsky not following players during the Prison Break finale. Oh gosh. Fixed an issue that resulted in players getting stuck on a loading screen after quitting from the Prison Break finale. Fixed an issue that resulted in players not progressing when playing the Prison Break finale. Fixed an issue that resulted in daily weed package collectibles not being reset after collecting all of them. Fixed an issue that resulted in special zombies from the Keo survival appearing in the Ludendorff Cemetery survival. Wow, how would you do that? Oh, because they copy-pasted their codes, probably. Rockstar. Glad you fixed that. Like, a year later. Plus, maybe. For properties, they fixed an issue that resulted in players being able to drive vehicles inside their arena workshop. That was okay. Fixed an issue that resulted in a bunker intro cutscene not playing. Fixed an issue that resulted in hands-on car wash having an incorrect blip on maps. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to get out of bed when spawning inside an owned hangar. Fixed an issue that resulted in owned arcade cabinets disappearing after joining a new session. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to leave the LS car meet. Fixed an issue that resulted in players getting stuck on a loading screen when entering an owned bunker. Okay. Fixed an issue that resulted in players entering an unexpected location when trying to enter a motorcycle clubhouse. Interesting. Okay. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to switch stations or turn off their radio inside properties. And fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to park a vehicle inside the Diamond Casino parking garage. For vehicles, they fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to exit a known garage that contained the Mighty Bush variant of the Bravado Bison. Fixed an issue that resulted in multiple instances of enemy helicopters appearing without pilots present in the cockpit. How do you manage to screw that up? Fixed an issue that resulted in help text for an associated outfit continuing to appear after purchasing the police bike. Yeah, I purchased it and I still kept getting it. glad they fixed it. Fixed an issue where the Safehouse V6 brake lights would appear in the wrong place. Ew. I didn't even drive that vehicle because it didn't interest me, but I'm glad I know why now. Fixed an issue that resulted in personal vehicles appearing invisible after joining a new session. Yeah, that was annoying for the longest time. Fixed an issue that resulted in players getting stuck when entering a vehicle stored inside their mobile operations center, and fixed an issue that resulted in a second mobile operations center appearing when leaving one in a personal vehicle. That was the thing, I guess. Nah, never happened to me, probably because I barely use it, but... how is that? Anyways, I'm thinking to myself, how did half of these even exist without my knowledge? Miscellaneous. Fix an issue that resulted in players being unable to save the LSPD summer outfit. Thank you for that. Fix an issue that resulted in players dropping the shocker weapon and permanently losing it from their loadout. Every time I join a new session, my guy somehow has the audacity to pull out the shocker and then put it back in his pants. Did they fix that? Maybe? Anyways, it's surprising that they even lost it completely, these players. I feel bad for them. Fix an issue that resulted in players being unable to access the Meriwether ammo drop service despite reaching their required rank. Fix an issue that resulted in GTA 5 enhanced players having to double-click landing tile options to progress. Oh boy. They fixed an issue that resulted in players not being charged the expected $1 when using a vending machine. How do you manage to break that? Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to equip purchased rebreathers via the interaction menu. How do you break that? Fixed an issue that resulted in players getting stuck when attempting to purchase a vehicle from the Vinewood Club phone app. How do you break that? And they fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to hide seasonal series map blips from the interaction menu. How do you break that? I'm genuinely looking at half of these and I'm like, how do they break those? How do they end up breaking them? Anyways, that is all the new content, patch notes, and everything else in between that I have seen that's been provided to my attention online that I've gathered to provide to you in this one video. Now stay tuned for my upcoming video where I will give you my first impressions upon joining GTA Online for the first time with this DLC now installed. Stay tuned for that. Also stay tuned for my weekly update video that I will work on later on in the night to provide to you all the new weekly benefits available to us until presumably the next Wednesday, December 17th, I believe. Yeah. And in the meanwhile, no matter how much water I drink, the more I speak, the more dry my throat feels. I hate that feeling. My throat's so messed up in so many ways. It's either like extremely like I have to clear something out, or it's just extremely dry no matter how much water I drink. Maybe the air is dry around me. Maybe it's just the air around me that I'm just... I don't know. Anyways, stay tuned for those videos. Hope you guys did find this informative. And if you wish to stay tuned for more content by me, especially if you do support hard work, especially through my channel on YouTube, though the support is never forced but it's appreciated, do leave a like and subscribe, or you can go to your smile and share this with your friends. And of course, leave a comment on what you liked or disliked about the information you've received that I've provided to you in this video. Thank you for watching. I don't want to keep it any longer than I would. In fact, this is probably... I might be lying, or you might think I'm lying when I say this is the shortest literally everything new video that I've done, but it quite literally is. Usually I would do them like 50 minutes, maybe an hour long, because there's so much that they've done, but can't wait to try this out. Actually, I want to see. Anyways, take care everyone, be safe, and see you in the next video.